As the manager of...
SpongeBob?
Hold the phone, folks. I'm getting an important news flash from Mr. Krabs. Go ahead, Mr. K. I'm making a complete what of myself? The most embarrassing thing you've ever seen? And now it's worse because I'm repeating everything.
Have to be a man. Otherwise, they'd call it kidager. You understand-iger? I mean, you understand?
I guess so, Mr. Krabs.
This message is transmitted at the request of the Toronto Police Department. On the night of November 18th of the same year, several residents of the Canadian country reported a strange incident on the Nickelodeon channel on your TV. Many parents or people claim to have seen a weird Paw Patrol video with content not made for kids. You could say that the strange video that was present in the strange incident last night is in speaking Spanish. Several minor children did not know what this was about. Several workers from the same television company, they will do everything possible to find the person responsible who did this. The invasion of the Dalmatians man is expected to arrive at the end of this year. The Canadian Civil Protection will recommend the most appropriate measures and precautions. Any news about this situation here, we will be providing you with more information.
This is an emergency transmission system transmitted at the request of the Canadian Army and the British Columbia Civil Protection Centre. The invasion of the Dalmatians man, it has caused severe damage throughout the state of Washington, United States, critically increasing the number of deaths and injuries. The Canadian Army and the British Columbia Civil Protection Centre, they have announced that they will try to keep the situation under control in case these unidentified beings try to cross the Canadian border. The invasion of the Dalmatians man is expected to arrive within 2 weeks, but it is not yet certain if this will actually happen. The United Nations have created a military project which is named Anti-101 Dalmatian Street League. It will consist of rescuing many civilians in affected areas after the 101 Dalmatian Street invasion, and eliminate as soon as possible all these strange creatures that are considered very dangerous for the Canadian population. However, in the state of Washington in the United States of America, the numbers of deaths, catastrophic damage and injuries have increased lethally. The Anti-101 Dalmatian Street League has had a total of 184,000 civilians rescued in affected areas in the United States of America. Recommended for residents of the British Columbia state of Canada, you take all these precautions to stay safe. If you are in a building, service premises or at work, please seek shelter or find an evacuation route. Since these creatures are potentially dangerous and their way of attacking is very lethal, we will be providing you with new information for each new update in the future. Thank you for your cooperation.
be helpful if I'm small?
Hard not to love living down here. Everyone's so bubbly and no troubly. All Murpuffs love to sing and swim dance and...
This message is transmitted at the request of the Canada government and the Adventure City Military Army. The situation regarding the 101 Dalmatian Street invasion is getting worse, and it is spreading faster horizontally, as if a straight line were being drawn across the entire country, since thousands of people live near the United States border and do not usually live in mountainous areas. We urge residents to take all security measures as much as they can to protect the population from this lethal threat. If you are witnessing a catastrophic event where you live, please seal all doors and windows. If you are not at home or at work, or at any location, look for a nearby shelter until Canadian military personnel are on their way to assist you. Meanwhile, the troops of the anti-101 Dalmatian Street League continue rescuing and sending all support in the southeastern United States of America. The worst part of all, British Columbia has been the first state to fall into the Canadian country. The next ones to fall are Victoria, Whitehorse, Edmonton, Yellowknife, Regina, Winnipeg, Iqaluit, Toronto, Ottawa, Quebec, and other areas of the country, including an unknown city called Adventure City, located somewhere in the country. Stay calm. It is not yet safe if these dangerous beings try to invade the country, but we will be informing you. Future updates are expected regarding this situation in the country, but we will be giving you more information.
Fun! Maybe I should try...
This message is transmitted at the request of Canada government. Local time, 11 a.m. The invasion of the Dalmatians man has completely changed its course and they are heading to the northern part of Canada. Canadian military personnel have managed to rescue 8,000 refugees in the state of British Columbia. Several military concentration camps have been set up far from cities to bring in refugees who were affected due to the catastrophic event of the 101 Dalmatian Street invasion. There is not much information about this situation. Stay tuned for new updates in the future. We will continue to provide you with new information.
Ce message est transmis à la demande du gouvernement du Canada. Heure locale 11h. L'invasion des humanoïdes dalmatiens a complètement changé de cap et ils se dirigent vers le nord du Canada. Des militaires canadiens ont réussi à secourir 8000 réfugiés dans l'État de la Colombie-Britannique. Plusieurs camps de concentration militaires ont été installés loin des villes, pour faire venir des réfugiés qui ont été touchés par l'événement catastrophique de l'invasion des 101 rue Dalmatas. Il n'y a pas beaucoup d'informations sur cette situation, restez à l'écoute des nouvelles mises à jour à l'avenir, nous continuerons à vous fournir de nouvelles informations.
This is an emergency broadcast from Sky TV. Please listen to our message, it is important for you. 3 months ago, on November 18, 2021, a weird phenomenon went viral that left the Nickelodeon television network in trouble until it suspended its transmissions. But the strange phenomenon that occurred on Nickelodeon was not due to natural causes, but rather caused by a young woman named Eileen Mirabelle Elizabeth Genesis. The police department from Toronto managed to capture the same suspect who was put on trial for illegally altering television broadcasts. But the suffering does not end there. On January 9, 2022, the Dalmatians man crossed the Canadian border from the state of Washington within the United States to British Columbia. The United Nations has created a military project called the Anti-101 Dalmatian Street League, which consists of eliminating all the Dalmatians men they see in their path, and rescuing refugees in affected areas after the invasion of these dangerous creatures. In the event of a catastrophic event, please follow the instructions to stay safe, and take care of your family or friends. We look forward to future updates on the current situation, but we will be providing you with more information.
Paw Patrol, it's mine. You will see 101 Dalmatian Street, or else you will suffer the consequences. The Paw Patrol will work for me and will not escape. We are watching them. Us, the 101 Dalmatian Street. We will invade the Paw Patrol community.
Hello, something scary happened here. We are fine, but my pup's friends are scared, including me. What's going on? They are fine. Yes, we are all fine, but we are scared. We are watching television, but the screen goes black and then static appears. Then a weird face of a Dalmatian appeared. It had no eyes and had a red liquid. It even had red headphones on its head. A Dalmatian with a weird face on TV? I don't think that sounds right to me. So can you tell me what happened when that was shown on TV? Well, when the terrifying face appeared, he said phrases that made our hair stand on end. It said, "Paw Patrol, it's mine. Everyone will work for me." Okay, and what happens next? Worst of all, very high-pitched screams were heard and we were very scared. Now we don't know what happened, if maybe they did it to scare us. Please go back to the barracks. My friends are scared. I'm going to try to calm them down. Okay, don't worry. I'm on my way. I'll try to help you. I hope nothing bad happens. I will let you know when I arrive at the barracks. Stay calm. I'll let Ryder know.